All right, welcome back to Dance Traders App. I don't know, good morning, but of course, good morning. Um, it is Tuesday. We're here for another episode. We are at episode 60. Yeah, that's how far we've gone so far. As much as our sessions here are concerned, we have gone to episode 60. That is 2 months so far for live stream here on YouTube. So it's done here. Thanks God for that. And we are back here for another session. Congrats to those that made money yesterday, and let's check if we can actually capitalize on other entries today. Before we do that, let's head over to prayer. Let's pray and then head over to our daily routine. Father, we thank you for this morning. We thank you for the time you've given to us and to come together and be able to analyze the charts and be able to look into the market, see how we can grab some money from it today. We say thank you that you're equipping us with your knowledge, understand the charts, and be able to make money and be able to give you the glory and all the praise. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Amen. So right about now, let's head over to Crash 500. Crash 500 as usual, how we do it. So yeah, Crash 500. I believe you guys are ready. You have the PC. It's better. If you have your phone still, you can flip it and follow through and do the analysis. But that's how we're doing it, or do it your own way and compare to see how we can make this money. So Crash 500 yesterday. Start from where we stated that. Yes, it was on M15. We saw that, and I told you this was a no-go for the buy. Having seen that, so it came, tested here with a sell over, and then later on went for a buy. So the entry here was advisable for the buy there. Then after that, it came back, and what we wanted, we can understand this right now that in the daily time frame, we've already seen price has reached the upward, but we have to wait for the sell signal on the daily time frame if we are to sell. So first things first. Understand now. All right, this can now be deleted. Weekly, he has gone to overboard, has reached overboard also, but we need to wait. It may stay there for some time. So knowing that the daily has reached overboard, yes, and weekly has also touched the overboard level, I can now sell candle. Right. right there. So on the daily time frame, we have it like that. So now we can head over to H4 and see. So H4, according to H4, we don't have still the confirmation to start selling. According to H1, no confirmation yet, still on H1 to start selling. According to M15, the same thing. Yeah, it is the same thing. The only confirmation I see is, but it's not enough for me to actually engage myself into sell. So I will wait for H1 to give me a confirmation or H4. So this is a no-go for me. We have reached that over that resistance level. So what? Nothing I can do there. Only to wait for confirmations on how I will be able to make an entry there. So for now, I'm not going to make any entries at all. So I will leave it at H4. I will leave it at H1. Entering at H1. Take a sell, then later on come with a buy again in H4, then come with a sell at us to bring us to such levels. So we will be waiting for that. But now it's a no-go. I'm not making any entries. I don't know about me. I'm not going to enter at all. So that brings us to boom 1,000, boom 1,000, boom 1,000. The trick about trading and being successful is patience. Being patient to wait for what the structure you always want to actually come to. So if you're not patient in the markets, in such markets, you are going to lose a lot of money. All right, so this is boom 1,000. We know that general trend is a buy according to weekly time frame, and we know that even daily time frame is a buy. So we already knew that we will be breaking going to the other side. Why? Because we had only break right there. So once we understand that, this yesterday's sell that we wanted was to just bring it back here and then later on go into the sell, into the buy. But unfortunately, it was short-lived. This sell that we wanted, it was short-lived. The buyers had enough momentum. So what did we see? Buyers come in and actually give us a breakout on this very pattern on this trend line. So right now we can all this looking to the buy. So going to H4, we saw the buy, but we never saw a retracement. According to CCI, on the other hand, we are supposed to be selling, but the structure tells us that we're supposed to be buying. So going to M81, we had a perfect breakout in the retest, consolidated for a few hours there. We go to M15, in fact M30 doesn't bring it out how we want it. So we see that retest right here, and then after that price kept on going. So we from this very support level, just working out market structure from this very support low. This is a previous, this is the last lower low right here. This is the what? That is the lower high right here, and that we haven't seen a retest back to this level right here. So we know that there's a moment coming, probably when it reaches around such areas. So when you reach around those areas, we will anticipate a pullback. Probably this candle here is going to close at 11. They have a previous 11, so when it closes, you may get another candle to push to that level. Then later on we will see a pullback to mitigate, probably that fair value right about here. Now that is one scenario. That is one scenario. Mitigation here, but there is another scenario of price coming all the way to this level right here. That's the point right here. So I want you to be ready for anything. Be ready for anything. Be ready for anything. So we need to understand such. Once it happens, once this happens, wait for confirmation for the buy. So that's how we're getting the moves. I'm going to be planning for boom 1,000. If I see something of sort, then I'll make it. But again, there's a possibility to see that it going all the way. See that. Yeah. This is the percentage of this happening straight out to go all the way there. It is as low as 5%. Really, I'm not seeing that pushing all the way there before it's a retracement. So that's why I'm hinging much onto such a plan. So I hope you guys are also looking at the same, and I hope we will make money. Oh, sorry guys, am I still low? Hello, I don't know if my sound is still low. I'm getting feedback that my sound is low. You understand this? And so am I still low? Is that okay? Someone can comment for me there to understand if it is okay there, as I look at how to increase it. What is not happening today? What is not happening? What is not happening? Sorry guys, I just remember to check the comments. Just remember to check the comments. Look at how to make this. What happened? My sound. What happened? Am I audible? All right. there. Enough right there. All right. I don't know if it is not enough there. You still let me know, because I've tried to increase it to the maximum. Some settings changed. I don't know. I'm not sure what changed, but I'll check it out later. Yeah. All right. So fine. Thank you guys. Thank you. I'm sorry for not seeing that comment earlier. So apologies. So let's get back to business right here. So for the boom, that's what I'll be looking at. I hope you guys will see the same thing right there. But yeah, that's what I'll be looking at. So for now, it's a no-go. I'm not making any entries at all. It has already gone far. Even though M15 is showing that it is already oversold on CCI, this don't follow what you're seeing on the indicator. Rather follow what you have on the market structure. If you're using price action, the better to understand, not now following the indicator. The indicator should help you to confirm what you're having on the price action, the signal you're having on the price action and the market structure there. So for now, it's a no-go for any entries until something comes up. All right, that was Boom 1000. So let's head over to Boom 500 and try to make something right here. All right. Boom 500. Boom 500. So yesterday, wait a minute. Boom 5, yes. This asset, I remember sharing it, and it was having a low momentum. Up to now, it is still, because we haven't moved so much on from where we were yesterday. This is where we were yesterday. The anticipation was to reach this level and come back. This was a support level, and come back and probably break through that, then later on come again. But what happened is price came, broke through that level, that support level, and still went back inside, back there to retest. Right now it is there, it is not moving. So once I realized something like this, that a price, the market of that, or this kind of asset is just that you have to bring this kind of business right here with low momentum. I choose not to risk anymore. Yeah. Yesterday it took some of my money, so I'm not ready to make another move until the retest right here is done. And let me make more. Let's make more analysis right here. You see, the daily suggests that we should be buying. This is just a fake breakout right here on H4. So what am I looking at right here? I'm looking at, we're going to be looking at consolidation for some good time within H4 time frame. Yeah, that's what I may say right about now. We may see consolidation before it breaks up right there for some good time in H4 time frame. So whatever we do, this is another asset that are not ready to give us a signal unless if you're in M15. Like I've always told you, M15 always has, you can always grab some trades, but if you're not, if you don't analyze properly using higher time frame, you may counter losses. So just like here, you can clearly see that that's a sale coming in. Why? This is a change of character. It has returned back there. That is a sale coming there. So where would you want to be selling this back to? So you need to understand your points of interest properly so that you don't mess up. So according to M15, looking at this, so I can sell it probably back here and I wait. If I see a breakout here, then I wait for a pullback and then enter again until I see that probably I've hit my target, or I'm satisfied with what I have, or until it comes to this order block, or until it comes to that order block. But as for now, the sale is on according to M15, but you could wait for another confirmation, of which that confirmation will be priced to be below the 10 MA, just to be safe. Price to be below the 10 MA. That would be another confirmation for you to make your sell entries. So for now, I'll just leave this at this where it is and wait for what happens. Higher time frame, it's a no-go. Lower time frame, M15, we have a signal that we can wait for if it gives us a confirmation right there. V25 1S. V25 1S. So from yesterday's point of view, what we wanted was that, even though it didn't reach the order block, rather it reacted from that fair value gap. Yeah, that's where it reacted from. So from there, you can see what was happening on that very support level. Rejection, price rejection. Look at the wicks of those candles, price rejection. So that price rejection kept on. Right now it's looking at breaking it, and this breakout is not going to go so far. We are looking at it coming back to such a level right here, such a level. That's where we are looking at this move to come back to. But now let's look at a bigger picture. Let's look at a bigger picture. Okay, this can reach, this can reach. Let's look at a bigger picture. Weekly. So weekly, we are supposed to be selling. We were retracing right there. So we reached the previous high. Yeah. So on the daily time frame, the sale started 2 days back. The sale started 2 days back. H4, this was confirmation. We had a change of character right here. Yes, on H4. And we had a pullback right there. And then now the sale is on according to H4. So here, remember, this is to trade with cautious. This is a big asset. Most of the times you need to risk the money on such assets that you know that you can afford to risk, which is your risk tolerance. Your risk tolerance should be, you should calculate properly your risk tolerance depending on your account size. So if you're going to enter such a trade, you need to understand how much are you willing to risk on such a trade. Are you going to enter 2 times or 1 time and you don't enter any other asset? That is how big this asset is. It's a risk asset, and you need to take caution when you are looking at making entries. So Another hour has just started. Do I have to make an entry? No. Why? H1 is not confirming an entry for me. Yeah. Even though H4 is confirming an entry. Even though H4 is confirming an entry. So, most of the times, I love to follow what I see on H4. So I'll just follow what I see on H4 and put my stop loss right there. I'll bring my TP right there. That's where I'll be taking my profits. So it's a 1 to 2. We get to make a new lower low. That's why I've made my entry right there. On H4, I've not used H1. H1 is a bit complicated. So I'm not using H1 at all. I'm using H4 to make my entry right here. So that's why I've entered. I've entered with the lowest smallest size. Yeah, because I know this. I know this asset is high volatile. It can make a pullback, take me out anytime. So that's why I've used my smallest lot size. But all we know is price is coming right here, because we are looking for a new lower low on such a level, even to go for, but we may not exceed such levels. We may not exceed such levels right here. We may not exceed them until we see a retracement, which will be according to the daily time frame structure. Yeah, it may be according to this structure. Make a pullback right there before we come back into sales. All right, so that said, I will leave that at H4. I'll just wait for my profits to accumulate. All right, let's now head over to volatility 50. Yes, it's volatility 50, volatility 75. Yes, volatility 75. 475. So volatility 75 weekly. That's what we've been saying for the history. We are looking for buys. Daily, we had a consolidation right there, which is like a flag. And most of the times, if we see a flag, we know that it will be a continuation of the previous trend, and the previous trend is this sell. So we know that the breakout will happen and breakout from, and will be coming back to this level. So that means currently we are looking for sales. Yeah, according to what we have here, this is some sort of wait a minute. Oh yes, this is now clear. This is, yeah, it's right there. Yeah, yesterday I had not finished drawing it because I didn't have that confirmation of such a point. So now we have it. So we know that we will be looking for the breakout to bring us right back here into sales according to the daily time frame. But within H4, we are still having some buy momentum. So let's look at it. So yesterday's was to bring us back there, which it did. It went back there and then came back down. So I can delete all that now. And delete all this. Delete this. And now look at what is happening. From what I see here, there is a rejection. There's a rejection on that level right there. There's a rejection on that level right there. So if there is a rejection, it means price is pushing for sales just like how we want them on daily. Yeah, it's pushing for sales just like how we want on daily to come back to this level right here, and then later on continue into buys. Yeah, so for now I may anticipate something of sort. I'm not saying that's how exactly it's going to be, but that's what I see currently. As price moves on, as market moves on, certain things change, and whenever you get new data, you use that very current data to do your analysis. You don't stick to what you did last week or last month. Once you have the present data, you use that to make your plan. So for now, according to M15, I mean H1, you can say that they are coming. You will eventually see some sales coming at a later stage. May not be now, but at a later stage. So it means for me, this is a no-go until price gets back to this level. If price gets back to this level, price gets back to that level and fails to break through, then I'll be waiting for my sell opportunities to bring me back here. Yes, I'll be waiting for that. And that is some good money, by the way. This is V50. It can give you some good money to bring it here, according to H1. So I will wait for such a move. Once it gets there, I will make my sell entries to bring it back here. That's how I will make a trade on this. If I don't see this, then I will not make any entries at all. I will wait for another plan to be available. All right, that's V75. Yeah, that's how market is in this journey. It is not that enticing. It is not that enticing to give us money. So wait a minute, I was on V50, I was on what? I'm getting confused right here. Yeah, that was on V75. So we are going to V50. I'm getting confused. V50 now. So V50, we know that according to weekly, we want this. We are still looking for sells, and that's the major trend, and it is confirmed by the rising wedge there. So once we understand that, we know price is coming back to this level, and this is what? This is daily time frame. Daily time frame has been selling for some good time, and right now it is giving us some kind of a retracement. Yeah, it is giving us some kind of a retracement. Is it? I just want to see that this is actually, may have finished doing that. So I need to understand better. Yeah. Okay, so now that that is confirmed, go to H4. Yes. We have the, yes. We had a breakout there on that previous lower high, according to H4, though with low momentum there. So the breakout was there and the retest was there. Wow. So we missed an entry right here. We were supposed to enter from this very level right here. That's what we were waiting for. Yeah, we missed that. So all we can do is now wait for a new high to be created, a new higher high. Then we wait. Once a new high is created, you can either enter the sell, bring it to give you a higher low, and then come in with a buy to take you to look for a new higher high. That is according to H1. Yeah, H1. You can even wait for a pullback on H4. So yeah, what we can see is that prices may turn from there and come in for the sell again. Yeah, so that's it. So points of interest, you need to mark them properly and wait for execution whenever the price market price reaches to such levels of interest. So for now, that's what we can see be a buy trend according to daily time frame and according to H4. It's going to be a buy trend, yeah, or an uptrend, whichever the case you want to call it, whichever you want to give it. All right, so that's it on V50. We don't have an entry to make on in real time right now. We don't have a confirmation to make an entry in real time. That leads us to jump 25. Jump 25. Right, jump 25. Weekly, we are pushing for that. We haven't reached it yet. We haven't reached it yet. We didn't have a confirmation for the yesterday's. Let's look at yesterday's analysis. Yeah, the consolidation I was talking about is happening, but it's not happening just the way we wanted. It's happening within these ranges right now. It's happening within that. So anything is going to happen. Anything is going to happen. So this is going to be an ascending triangle, and we know that once you see an ascending triangle on a resistance level, you anticipate a breakout or you anticipate reversal. So that's what we'll be looking at in a longer run. But for now, we wait for the breakout, of which you guys already know. We wait for a breakout and then a retest. And the retest before we make our entries to bring us right back there. So for now, it's a no-go, but of course, like I've always told you, M15 always has an entry. So wait for a confirmation to bring you to sell back to this support trend line, and then you have your entry. But I love to wait. This is why would you want to risk on an asset like Jump 25 just to make a short trade like this? Yes, it is worth it, by the way, because this is a big asset. It can give you enough money just to this move alone. This move alone can give you enough money, but you don't have to trade every day. It's you're not obligated to trade every day. You don't have to, unless you feel like you have to, but it's not a must. You should get a trade every day. So waiting is advisable right here. Just wait for the breakout right here, and when you enter clearly trade to sell. That's what I may advise. Jump 10. Jump 10 did what we wanted, even though it did come to half. So we first name that Jump 10. Jump 10. Jump 10 did that. You cannot see it properly on H4, but you can see it clearly on H1. Get there and then come down to test, but we needed it. The confirmation needed to be at least half of this very fair value gap. So I still see this pullback coming. So I may actually enter my sales, and I need to know. Yes, I have a confirmation in each one. And let me see if I have an M15. I think I do. think I do, even though we are seeing low momentum, even though we are seeing, before it happens, there's this manipulation that may come through. There's that kind of manipulation that may come through right there and then come like this. So for now, I will just keep a close eye on this as I wait for my entry on M15. Yeah, on M15. That's what I'll be looking for, taking my profits right there and then wait for entries for the sell, for the buy, because we are still buying it. So this is going to be just a retracement on H4, retracement on H4, as we continue to push it to the buys. So we know what we want right here. According to M15, I will wait for such a move. If it breaks right here and gives me a confirmation or retest, then I will make my entries. But there's a possibility of this manipulation trade right there, and then come in with uninterrupted sales to bring us right here. All right. I don't know if you guys had a great time. Background sound. Oh, the music is loud in the background. Let me hear it from you guys. Because the background sound has been consistent. I've never changed it to increase it at all. It is at a lower. It is at a very low level. So that's it for these assets. I don't know if you had a great time. Let's now go back to a recap. We see where we started from before we call it a day. All right. So we started with crash 500. So we started with crash 500. We said we will wait for a confirmation. The confirmation was there on M15, but it is not enough for us to risk. And now price has gone below 10 MA on H1. So even though I see that being enticing for me to make my entry, I will not, unless I have a retest. That's me. That's how I trade. So unless I have a retest, I'm not making a move at all. So unless I see something of sort, it's a no-go for me. If it continues, yeah, let it continue. I don't want to enter blindly such a market, such a price, such a trade. So I will wait for this on crash 500. Boom 1,000. Boom 1,000. We said we will wait for something like that, continue, then come with a sell, and then later on we had this kind of structure. That's what we were looking at. That's the plan. Buys to continue. Let's see if we have a confirmation for us to actually continue with the buys. Not really. So I can't make a trade right there to continue with the buys. So I will wait. It's a matter of waiting. If I see a pullback right about here, then I can make up a buy trade to take me right there. But if I don't see it, then I rather wait for something like this and I enter my sales when price reaches that level. Yeah, when price reaches that level, I can enter my sales and wait. If it reacts from that level and gives me a confirmation to enter buys, then I enter more buys. But if not, then the sales will continue all the way back here. Boom 500. Sell. I said I will wait for confirmation once price is below 10 MA. So if this candle closes below, I may make my sales. Yeah, this candle closes below the 10 MA. Yeah, you can see what I was talking about. Just before I even finished, it went back. It had a spike there, go back into the buy. So that's the purpose of waiting. That's how it is important to wait. Just that's how important how it is to wait for certain confirmations that you have before you make an entry. So that was an important one to wait. This one we are in profits currently, even though it is moving with a low momentum. Remember, our TP is right here. We don't want to exceed that, even though we know that daily we are still pushing for the buys, but we don't want to exceed that because we may have a pullback when we get back to this level right here, according to H4. So it is selling, but with low momentum. So we'll wait for whatever comes out. That is V25 ones. V75, a pullback right there, then come in with the sales. That's what I'll be waiting for. We know that the sales are highly anticipated to actually come back all the way here to break out. That's what we'll be looking at before we can enter more buys to take us right about there. So for now, we will leave it at H1 and wait for such a move. If it happens, then lucky us, we enter sales to bring us right here. This is V50. This V50 is a no-go. We had a breakout. We had a change of character right there on H4. We need a pullback before we can enter and engage ourselves into buys also. So for now, it's a no-go. We are not entering it. This one here, you can wait and have a confirmation on M15 to make the sell entries to be right here. But again, you can wait until we have a breakout because this is an ascending triangle in formation. So we know that since it is on a resistance level right there, we know that we will see a breakout to the sells or to the downtrend, which will be a reversal kind of trend that we'll be looking at. All right. Lastly, this is within a falling wedge. We know that a falling wedge should be anticipating. We should be anticipating a buy move such like this. So don't get surprised if you see a pullback like that, then come in later, or to even give you all the way this move. So you need to be cautious. This is a falling wedge in formation right there. So just wait. If this happens and there's a resistance right there, then this move may be valid. But the much anticipated move is this. Why? Because of the structure that we see. Because of the structure that we see, the pattern that is formed right there. It is a falling wedge, and the falling wedge, we anticipate a breakout to the, actually it will be a continuation right there. Why? Because of this move we have here. So we need for that move to take us right there. So until then, let me see H1. Is H1 confirming the move? Not really. And we had a breakout there. This we may see another move before this buy move comes in place. Yeah, before that buy move comes in place, and actually this is now confirmed. We will continue buying. Yeah, we will continue buying. So for now, this move, I may leave it there, but it may not be necessary. What I'm seeing is mitigation of this to reach at least 50% of this fair value gap. Once it reaches it, then a buy move comes in place to take us right about there. That's what we'll be looking at. So for now, That's what I may conclude on this very asset, which is jump 10. Sorry guys, my voice is still low because of a cough, but I'm not how I was yesterday, so it's an improvement. So I'll be fine. I'll be fine. Let me wish you guys a good day. I don't know if you had a great time. The only trade we had in real time was Volatility 25. That's the only trade we entered in real time. The rest of other trades we are to wait. Waiting is key. And just like that, boom, 500 has gone back. So what do you see now? You see something like that. So you just have to wait. Patience is key in trading. All right, so let me wish you guys a good day. Classes started. Those who want to join today, there is an evening class at 6 p.m. You can join that if you want to. You can join an evening class. Classes started yesterday, so you can join an evening class and be part of the mentorship class. Otherwise, I want to wish you guys a good day. Today we'll be having the BTC analysis at 1 p.m. I will be analyzing BTC. So for those who love BTC, who trade BTC, Bitcoin, I will be doing the Bitcoin analysis today at 1 p.m. Yeah, at 1 p.m. We'll be getting into it for 30 minutes and we call it a day. Then the rest of the classes will be coming in as hours or in just an hour. Happy trading, guys. See you soon.